welcome back to my channel. It's springtime and I decided today that I'm going to try a few tricks on the oven and clean it out, so I thought I would just check in before, show you a little before and after photos. Here's the before. We had a lot of company this last couple of weeks. I did a lot of baking and I made a big mess. I do have one of the silicone things in the bottom of the oven, and I'll probably try and clean that as well, so some of it won't be too bad under there, but I'm still going to clean the whole thing. I've mixed up some vinegar, water, and baking soda, and I'm just going to sponge everything down and then put the mixture, what's left of the mixture, or make another batch of the mixture and put it in the oven on a rack for 45 minutes at 100 degrees and then wipe it out. And then I already took the racks out and put them in the bathtub to soak, and I'm going to just scrub them off. And I just put a little bit of dish soap and some hot water in there, and they've been soaking for a few minutes. So I'll clean this up, or put some baking soda stuff on here, and then put the racks back in and bake for 45 minutes, and then I'll check back in with you. Alright, so I covered the oven and most of it as much as I could with a paste of the baking soda, vinegar, and water, and I just used a scrub brush and dipped it in that bowl. So that bowl's got some growiness on it from the scrub brush, but that's just the leftover apple cider vinegars, baking soda, and a little bit of water. And I did scrub one rack down in the bathtub. Still's got quite a bit on it, so I want to see what will happen with it in the oven and the other one I left in the bathtub to soak for longer. So we're going to go ahead and close this, turn it on to about 100 degrees, which I don't have. I just have 200 as my lowest, so I'm going to put it on warm, and we're going to do 45 minutes. So it is 10:20 now. So we'll check in 45 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like. In the meantime, I'm going to hang up some of my laundry and maybe wash down the windows and the blinds. So just getting a little start on spring cleaning today. Check in a little bit. Bye. Alright, it has been nearly 45 minutes since I started the oven cleaning. And in the meantime, I have washed the windows, washed the blinds, washed around the window, and then I cleaned the light fixture and fan, hung up my load of laundry, and then I took all of the pots and pans out of the bottom of the oven and cleaned down here, and it has some rust still, but it's much cleaner than it was before. I went ahead and wiped down all the top, around the edges, all that kind of stuff, and the floor. And then I also have been scrubbing the one rack that's still in the bathtub. And it is getting much cleaner, but it still has some to go. So I'm going to leave it for a minute and see if it has any difference than the rack in here. So here we go, opening it for the first time. All of that baking soda is kind of baked on. So there was a spot right here. You can see where all that goop is. I'm just going to start there and see what we get. So I just have a wet washcloth coming in here, and that is coming up pretty nicely. I don't know if you can see it there, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe this all down, and then I'll check back in with you. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes. Took about 20 minutes to wipe everything down, finish scrubbing the racks, and put it back together and put everything in the bottom. So here's what it looks like. There's still a little bit of residue here and there. You probably could work harder to scrub it off, but I wanted to just see what it would be like with just a quick wipe down, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I think I'll just leave it at that this time. You can see the racks are quite a bit cleaner than they were before. They're still not perfect, but they look a lot better. I think the one that was in the oven during the 45 minutes with the baking soda and vinegar and water came cleaner, easier than the one that just soaked in the tub. So I would recommend leaving them in the oven while you're cooking that stuff and then scrubbing them off in your bathtub. And then you can see there's a little bit in the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and just buy another oven liner off of Amazon. They really aren't that expensive, and that other one was just so bad that I think I'll leave it. And then I wiped everything down around the edges of the door and the floor again, because it does get some water down there, and you can see it still has a little residue coming down. So we'll wipe that up real quick. And then put all of my pots back in the bottom. So everything is now nice, clean, organized. Makes me happy for spring. Couple notes. It is quite a mess in your bathtub. This is what came off of the racks. Eek. Really should probably clean my oven more than once or twice a year. I think the last time I did it was sometime last year, so it's probably been a whole year. So just a couple of notes is you would want to know that it takes like a little bit over an hour to do this. It makes kind of a mess, and it's kind of a process. It was a little bit of a workout trying to wipe everything down inside, but I feel like it was a good deal and a good way to kick off my spring cleaning for this year. So I hope you enjoy this little video, and I will try and catch you again soon with some more spring cleaning and let you know how it's going. Talk to y'all later. Bye.